Alright, here we are. Tolstoy in HD. Check out all of my horrible ugliness now. So, this is the entrance to Banneker State Park. Over a large little gap with like a lot of really nice rocks. I've always really liked this view coming in. There is some pretty cool graffiti up there that says 9/11 was an inside job. I really don't know if you can melt steel beams or not with jet fuel. Somebody go ahead and hit me up with that. Anyway, it's got like this nice kind of like little wooden boardwalk that comes onto pavement, and from there you can branch off and start heading onto any of the nature trails. Also, and if you're not too far into the park, there's some private property where you are not to trespass. I just kind of think it's funny that like out of nowhere there's kind of like these set of stairs and like a nice like little wooden gate, but it's just chilling in the middle of like a nice like rock ridge. So basically the first time that I came out to this park, this is kind of like the first cool like little ridge you see. The first time I came out to this park, I don't know, it's like, this is like, it explains like how dystopic America can become, because I had no idea that you could go up there. I felt like there was like a white stag that was going to like leap out of the forest and go, "No, human, turn back," because like, I mean, how do you know it's legal anymore? Turns out the whole park, as long as you're not like starting fires or hunting, is totally yours to go F around in, and by the end of the day, we will be somewhere up there. It's not very high, but it's cool if you don't do this a lot, and this is like the first park where I really started coming out. The first time I came out here, you really don't need any of this gear for this. I just bring this because it brings my water and, you know, some other stuff, but when I first started coming out, I just wore like a collared shirt and jeans and didn't even bring any water. Pro tip, bring water. There's a little river that runs through this park. I actually don't know what the name of the river is. Actually, it's more like a creek, I guess, or a stream, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You can cross over trails over there. I actually have not really been too much on that side of the park. I've always kept to my right when I came in. But it's a nice little sight to see. I actually got these jungle boots because they have venting on the side. They were made to kind of get moisture out of your soles as fast as you can. Because I've actually crossed several riverbeds and stepped in the damn thing. And it was winter, and I ended up getting boot rot, and I had a whole new found respect for Napoleon soldiers. This stick, as I've said before, is worth its bloody weight in gold, which really isn't that much because it's super light. But having a third leg to constantly balance yourself on when navigating shit like this is really fun. It's effective. Always got to try to find the way where your foot isn't going to go into the river. Yeah, there's someone's filthy, disgusting old rag. That's cool. Above, pollution in my park. You really end up burning a shit ton of energy trying to do stuff like this because you're constantly trying to stay balanced. And it's a lot more difficult than this. Alright, so you come to the part with the red marker, and then you ascend, and you follow all the trees that have also red markers. Like I said, really easy trail, nice, small ascension, not too many places you can fall and break your neck, but it's also not that easy. And this is a place where the trail will fuck with you. Clearly, there's a trail. And they recently fixed this, but this didn't always look like a big red arrow. And that tree over there wasn't marked. So that actually just leads up to somebody's house. One time, the first time I came out here, I just tromped up to somebody's house. It's like half a mile that way. And I just walked into someone's house. And, you know, they weren't super thrilled by it. I don't understand why you wouldn't want me in your house. Much like the other park, all the trails seem a lot more different when there's more vegetation. In the summertime, all of this isn't here. So it's interesting. I don't know how this trail, I guess because it's so trampled, this stays barren. I mean, it does help in identifying the trail. I don't know. Is this like T-swifting or like planking? Is this like put them in the coffin? It's like, make a dick and balls out of golf balls and do stuff in the woods. I don't get it. I don't get it. Ironically, I was at the driving range yesterday. I do not have the muscle memory for this shit. That is what I think of your art, children. That is what I think of your forest art. Now, we're coming up on a really cool part of the trail. That place, the beginning where I pointed to, and I said, I did not know you could go up there. Yeah, bro, you can totally go up there. And this is about the place where you end up. Holy crap, there was not this much vegetation in the winter. It's been a while since I've been there. Far Cry, I'd have to like climb that to liberate it from like enemy control. I'm actually morbidly afraid of heights. So that part playing that in Far Cry, the first time I played Far Cry 3 and had to do one of those towers, it actually scared the holy crap out of me. So I guess they just like kind of deforested this one part of the area to put power lines through. But it's interesting. Technically what we're walking up on is not part, I don't know if it's part of any trails anymore. It's more of like a maintenance byway, I guess, for people who want to get up there. But, I mean, you know, officer, I got lost. I kind of think kids were using this, whatever it is, as like a thing to jump mountain bikes off of. I mean, am I wrong? How did this get here? Goddamn kid. Ruining the nature with their... It's a truck bed. Let's bring the truck bed liner out. Is that what you kids are into? With your drugs and your hip and hop? None of that. None of that. Hey, look, here's the part where the trees let you do stunts. Oh my god, wait. No way. Is this stable enough for me to hang from? Oh. Huh, no. I'm not jumping on that. A lot of vegetation out here. I kind of feel like one of those guys in Nam who had to hold the gun over their head and get through the river. It's like you're parting the sea of reeds or what the fuck all this shit is. Back! Okay. I feel like I need a big fucking machete, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, it's not. Well, I do have my cold steel American Lawman Large, but I really don't think this product. Yeah, there have to be more green saplings. There you go. Stuff like that. Anyway. First time I came out here, I was by myself, and I guess I kind of got conscious of the fact that I'm out here all alone and that, I don't know, sometimes shady people can do shady things. And I kind of got nervous, so I started singing a song, and I started singing, I got a 5-inch folding knife on me. I got a 5-inch folding knife, it likes to cut and slice and dice. I got a 5-inch folding knife on me. And I told somebody at work that, and they said, quote, I don't know if you know this, but you would be the person I'd be afraid of running into in the woods, not the other way around. And we laughed and laughed. It was great. Okay. Damn. Act. Oh. And as my brave film student cameraman explained to me, it's like I'm doing everything you're doing, but I'm also carrying camera. Fuck. Damn, trap with this. Yeah, you can get this like big fucking fallen tree. This is pretty cool. Look how big this fucker is. Probably an oak or hickory or something. I don't know. I guess I should have better nature skills, huh? like go to a woodsman school. We got, oh, it's a wood roach. Check it out, and it has patterns on the back that mimic eyes to keep predators from wanting to F with it. He's like, bro, you even have like patterns, bro? These are my patterns, bro. That bug totally lifts. Well, if you end up on enough trails and you follow the blue trail, eventually you end up coming out near an open field, which is another part of Banneker Park, which is actually just more of a park. Like, it's actually just like grass and trees and... Oh, wait a second. I think this is someone's home? No, this is part of the park. I think. No, this is a neighborhood. I'm very lost. This is actually a neighborhood. Fuck. Alright, well, we're going back then. Well, here's like a little fire pit. I really don't even know if this is legit, because I'm pretty sure in this park you're not supposed to have fire or firearms. Nothing that's cool. The book that's actually in there, that's like ripped, torn pages, I showed that off the last time I was out here doing the backpack review of this, but that was back in like November. I picked up some of the less burned pages and read a few lines, and some of my fans let me know that it was actually, this is a burned copy of The Order, or it's a prominent Satanist book written by, not Aldous Huxley, I can't remember the guy's name, fuck, Aleister Crowley. And some of my fans just let me know, look out for that. So whatever is happening right here was either some sort of summoning ceremony, or they were burning the book because it's satanic. Either way, a lot of people were saying, hey, why do you go hiking near Silent Hill? Oh, that was so fucking awesome. I love this thing. Cold steel, American Lawman. It's just enough knife to really kind of get the blade-shaped geometry and everything makes this a really excellent knife. It's a shame that I really only kind of keep this in my BDUs for when I come out to the woods, because I could easily use it for other stuff too. When I'm walking about in my jeans and stuff like that. I usually keep a code 4. Another knife by them. Not really what. I gotta remember actually to keep this on me, because I left my glasses at the other park doing the other review. And I need these very desperately. This is a cool little place to stop. One of the problems with Banneker Park is that there isn't actually a lot of places to rest. Like, I'm not really looking for benches, but like over at Tapsco, there's like rocks to lay down on, or like, a little bit of the beach, or something like that. Whereas here, you're hiking the entire way. One of the additions that I added onto my pack, I didn't get to talk about last time, is this ProTech 200 lumen LED light. I got this when I did some exploring with some friends, and I made a video about it that you can actually see up on Facebook. I should probably post it on YouTube. It was a really good video. It had really good footage. And there was a place where we needed a flashlight, and the one that I brought with me was pretty shitty. If you've been out here and you've been burning up a lot of calories, you can always look at my goodies bag, where for some reason I have my Shemog. Nobody commented about my Shemog last time. I was kind of hurt. I mean, it's kind of a douchey looking thing. Here's my walking stick. But it is an Afghani headscarf that you can wear in a variety of ways to keep your neckline cool. And I don't know if it works too well, because I kind of have that whole double chin thing going. And I think I look like kind of like a pretentious douchebag. Like I already do. I think a lot of people are kind of have identified me as a gear queer, which I don't really give a shit. I like cool stuff. So in the pack, you got some of that. Got some fucking pumpkin seeds. Let me tell you about pumpkin seeds. High in... I've actually made this speech about this before. We'll go back over it. High in zinc, high in magnesium, both of which are necessary for testosterone production. I eat a ton of these while I watch Mad Men and feel awesome about it. Usually it's when I'm not getting drinky. Of course, the manliest of all food, beef jerky. This shit lasts forever. Great to throw in your pack for emergencies. And, granola. The kind of people who, it's weird, they, use, granola as an insult to someone. I mean, I'm, a libertarian, so basically to sum up my own politics is just I hate everyone, or I saw a poster on Facebook that said, I would like that homosexual Arabic married couples would be able to protect their pot plants with AK-47s. So I'm all about like freedom to do whatever you want, and so I'm not big on liberals who want to ban this or that, or say you can't have this gun or that gun. But a lot of times when they talk about liberal whack jobs, they usually call them granola eaters, and I don't fucking understand that because granola is fucking awesome. First, it tastes fucking great. 2, it lasts forever in your pack. 3, it's portable. And 4, it makes your shit feel awesome. Why are we discussing taking a shit on the Tolstoy show? Why not? Discuss it with me. What are you buying? What are you selling? You can either use this to be the guy from Resident Evil 4, or you can, like, play ISIS and CIA agents. I'm American, don't shoot me! Anyway, so what I did remember, actually, in this pack, was the shitty, this was the first little Energizer thing. Yeah, still, it's not a lot of lumens, and, there's one place over in Patapsco that I do want to check in and see. I've got a picture of it up on my Facebook. And it's kind of as above, so below-ish. Like, it looks like a catacomb. It's hard to explain. It's like the masons had to build it to support the train tracks, and it's like a little drainage window in the side of this mountainous hill. And if you were daring enough, you could get back there, but I didn't have a good light source, and it looked slippery, and I'm not very daring. So, something else that I actually brought with me that my idiot friend kind of convinced me to buy, a 3DS. I don't know. I honestly just bought it to play Pokemans. I enjoy Pokemans. The game reminds me of doing shit like this. If this were Pokemon World, there would be like some Tricos and some Bellsprouts fucking around over there, and I'd be like throwing balls at them and then trading them up to dash small children's hopes to pieces, and then make it's dog fighting basically for children. But I like Pokemon, and the 3D effects are cool, but the thing about this is that I for so long did not want to play it because the new Pokemons look like AIDS. Like AIDSmon, like AIDS. They look terrible. But my friend, who I constantly have arguments with because he has a Sylveon, is his favorite. If you don't know what that is, Google it now. Let's all point and laugh at him together. Ha ha ha. He has one tattooed on his back. Son, I am so disappointed. But he is in fact the Pokemaster, and he gave me a team of 6 head knockers, which is the originals that I would have used, minus 2 different ones. I traded out a Snorlax for a steel type called an Aaron, and instead of using the grass starter from Gen 1, I use a Trico. And as I see them in 3D, they piss me off a little less. Like, they don't look as AIDS-ish. If that makes any sense. Like, there's one grass starter or one grass type that you see early on, and this is Omega Sapphire? Alpha Sapphire? It's a remake of Emerald, basically. I kind of think it'd be cool to just come out here and sit and play Pokemon. I don't know. It feels like here there's no distractions and no one, like, you know, I don't know. Maybe one of the kids out here has one and we can totally Poke fight. Let me show you my Elite 6 here. Oh yeah, that's right, never mind. I'm like training my beta team. The 3D effects actually piss off my old people eyes. I find that when I'm playing Zelda, it's kind of difficult to focus on it, but you take your eyes off the screen and then come back. It takes me a second to see it again in 3D. I don't know what that means for me, but maybe it's that I'm an old person. So yeah. I don't see me using it too much out here, but I just thought it'd be funny to bring along and talk about. The other thing I kind of want to talk about was my pants. I was just actually having a conversation with my cameraman who was talking about the amount of bugs in the area. And I think these ACUs, as much as they can easily be seen in the dark with these, they're not very concealing due to the fact that when the Army wanted to trade its multicam out for a new gen era camouflage, there was sort of whispers in the trees that we already sort of knew we were going to go into Afghanistan and Iraq, even though it's not really a legal operation that people voted for. So, they wanted to make combat ACUs that looked like they would be good in urban sand environments, and that's basically all they're good at.
you would easily be, if I was trying to hide in the woods, you would easily be able to see me. But from what I understand, I believe these ACUs come with some sort of layer of bug repellent that'll go away after like 40 washes. And seeing as I really don't wash them too often unless I've taken a fall in the mud before. I found like a large pool of blood from where I apparently cut myself on some kind of vegetation, and I was actually pretty proud of that. I really like these. These are comfy. I actually, these are better than 511 pants, better than Trek pants, and because they're made for the U.S. Army, they are, what's the word? Because they're made for the U.S. Army, they're cheap. They're mass-produced. These were like $30. I was like, look at Trek pants and like Eddie Bauer, I guess, and they were like $70, and I was just like, I don't feel like spending $70 on pants. So I got these. These really solve the problem elegantly, but I do know some people who think that I'm trying to be all try-hard and go for the military look, and that's kind of true. I mean, like in the whole backpacker outdoorsman world, there's like two kinds of people. There's like the badass hunters who usually wear that lame, weirdo, if you like it, whatever, that camouflage that is not multicam, it looks like trees, because they're actually trying to blend in with the trees. And then you have like backpackers who have like, they look like they stepped out of the Pokemon universe. Like they have like bright green fucking, you know, bright neon reds and blues, and everything's made out of some sort of like weird nylon material, and I'm like stuck in between. I like both of those cultures. Ironically, they kind of hate each other, because like one, you know, the backpackers are usually like, real men, I want to shoot animals with cameras. And I'm like, I can see me hunting, and then like the hunters are like, that's just a person who's backpacking in like Europe, and I'm like, but I enjoy these, and like I had someone say that I was like I was going on a hike, and this like one kid was like, who was his friend's cousin. He was like, oh, it looks like you're trying to be part of the military, as we were passing by two dudes in uniform, and I was all like, oh, it looks like the military makes good gear that can be used in outdoor fields and that I can get for secondhand for really fucking cheap. It also took me a while to find this pair, and I got this from Ranger Joe's. My cousin went into the Army, and so he has a pair just like this, and he, when I was in the town of Columbus for it, no, not Columbus, wherever Fort Bragg is, for his graduation, there was like a shop that was near there called Ranger Joe's that really actually just panders to those people, but like they service the base. I found these, and the reason why these were special, and then I actually needed to use these, was because, for one major reason, and you're gonna think this is petty, but I really just wanted to do this, or I really wanted to have this capability. A lot of knockoff companies, like Rothko, who made my shoes, and Proper as well, who were people who made these, they'll make them out of 50% cotton, 50% nylon, or 50% cotton, 50% polyester. Polyester, if it catches fire, will meld to your fucking skin. When are you ever going to be in a situation where you might catch fire? I don't know, because I'm a gear queer. Because I like the ability to say, like, my backpack is good, look at my backpack. You know, when am I ever going to use this thing? Well, I've already taken a tumble before, and this definitely cushioned my ass as I was falling down into the fucking mud pit. That was fun. So, yeah, that's my justification for the pants that I wear. You know, I just wear the same damn thing every time I come out hiking. It's like this, or if it's the winter, I wear a fucking flip. So, alright. I guess that's it. We should get moving again. Oh. So, down around this bend, there's going to be like a kind of like a little riverbed, and there's a point where you aren't supposed to be there, I think, but I'm not trying to get to that point. We're looking for something else. If we can find it, I think it'll make the review really special. Otherwise, we're just getting off. Now, we came back here this way before, but we ended up taking a turn, I guess, too early. So now, trying to go back and find this cool place that I'm looking for. Hey, Mr. Toad. What up? What up, Mr. Toad? Hey. Hey. He's just like blending in with the wood. Fucking with nature, it doesn't care about me. Achievement unlocked. Oh, I've only ever found this place once, and I was attempting to find it again, and that's when we started getting lost-ish. I don't know what you call this. A grotto, part of the stream, but it looks cool. Oh, and juicy kids wrote juicy stuff on it. Okay, well, the trail going down to it is a little steep and a little treacherous, and I got problems with those, so we're going to do this very slowly and very carefully. I have no idea where this is in relation to relevantly to every place else in the park. But I found this once when I was out hiking with this chick, and I wanted to find it again. And so we have this awesome little ravine thing. I see, the thing about Banneker Park is that there's like official trails, and then there's like, is this a fucking official trail? I don't know. So you can see cool shit like this. I don't necessarily know what to call it. It's like, I'd nicknamed one of the resting areas Pry Rock for Django State, so I have no idea what this place is called. But it looks like we might be able to navigate the ridge up there, so me and my cameraman will now venture into the unknown. Train! It's a train track that cuts through like this entire area. Apparently you can hear it for miles away. Just like echoes throughout the movie. Dude, this is really awesome. This is definitely kind of cooler than a lot of the stuff you'll see in Catskill. I don't know whether I like Banneker Park better than Catskill or not, but just cool shit like this. What really ruins it for me is fucking litter. You fucking teenagers who come here and do this shit. I want to be the Jason Voorhees. I want to be that monster with the mask that while you're getting some action, sneaks up with a machete and kills your ass. We got a fucking Fritos bag, and then next to it, all of these wrappers for blunts. Fucking stoners. And then I don't know, this is like a potato in a bag. Unacceptable. Unacceptable! Almost lost my balance. It reminds me of when my family used to camp a lot in the Shenandoah River, or next to it, before, it was like a few miles away from where that gang MS-13 killed that kid. Or girl, whatever. What? I don't exactly like the fucking ice stairs of Mordor over there. But it's crazy. Do me a favor, just start going with me.
Oh, I'll be there in a second.
Yeah, so my crazy cameraman Danilo, who's a film student, has decided that the saying of today is, it's all for the shot, it's all about that shot. So apparently as close to the edge of death as we can come is definitely where we want to be.
Yeah.
So when I first introduced Banneker Park in my Tapco review, I said that it was like lower than intermediary. I would consider this intermediary. Like, I would not expect like an old grandma to get out here and start doing some of this shit. And I've never been in this part of the park. Most of it just straight trails. So this adds a whole new level of involvement for this park. It brings its grade up like a whole bunch, you know? It's like, now I'm glad that I was bringing my pack that had, first day I was like, do I need to bring my pack that's got like all of my, you know, food and water, and I thought, nah, it's not that big a deal. I'm so glad I brought it now. Gear clears for the win. Let's get closer to the safe zone. Highway to the danger zone, danger zone. Okay, so I don't really even know where we are. We're kind of coming out of this little like Rabada ravine thing. But I don't know what's up with people and their like modern interpretations of art. I don't know what the fuck that is. Someone was obviously stacking stones on top of it. But what it be, I do not know. It almost looks kind of like a weird trap. It's just like a stand to something, and then there's something else I'm going to add to the effect. Fuck. Big money, big money, big money, big money. Fuck. I've ruined everything! So this is the horseshoe well. There's a couple of wells in the area that would have I don't know, I guess it serviced the estate of Banneker. We just ran into like this super friendly, super awesome guy who I'm pretty sure was me from the future. And we like talked about like all the stuff that I usually talk about, and I'm just like, I wish, inside my head I was like, I wish every citizen was educated as this person. Anyway, and he was like telling us the whole history of like Banneker. Apparently he was like an early Frederick Douglass. He was like one of the black founding fathers of this country or whatever, and this is his park. Never knew that shit. A little later on, there's a museum, and there's a replica of his cabin. I'm pretty sure you can go in there. So we'll probably try to get that done. This, I didn't notice my stick did that. That's a useless feature. This is one of the, I guess one of the wells. There's another well farther up that trail, but this is one of the wells. It's not really in use anymore, but it looks cool, and you can sit on it, and stuff. But yeah. It's not dirt. I'm the most manly man ever. Just,
it's muddy. Nature and stuff. I miss my parents. I want to go home.
Must be coming, Mr. Hobbits. It's the whale. So, yeah, it is, well, I guess if they maintained it, then like hundreds of years ago, this would be the place where you came to get water. If you wanted to bathe, you had to come here. Or you collect rainwater, I suppose. Well, technically this is a method of collecting rainwater. I don't fucking know. So this is where you take your flashlight. And so if you want to do some as above, so below shit, you could, peek in there. Yeah. Anyway, one last thing to see before we go is the Banneker Museum, which is roughly over that ridges of the pet. If you go that direction, that's where you'll be. Okay, and there at the end of the park, if you finally find the trail, or if you're like me, you keep fucking up until you get the right combination of trails, you see the Benjamin Banneker Museum. This is a replica of his spice garden, and this is a replica of his cabin. I don't really know too much about him. I should probably do more research. You probably don't hear too much about the founding fathers of this country who weren't white, but I mean, I personally am fascinated. This is a replica of the of the fire. He invented the fire hydrant. I can't even tell. I'm just tired. I can't tell the joke good. He invented. Ow! And there's like shit in my eye. Oh my god! I'm just the manliest man ever. Okay, wait. That's also his tobacco garden, or some shit like that. And then this is actually his. I can see if this cabin is restricted 12 persons maximum. Public access to the loft floor is prohibited. Apparently there's a loft in here. But I think they keep it open. They do not. No, I've been in this once when it was like actually Benjamin Banneker Day. Like maybe it was his birthday. But it's pretty cool. This is kind of a replica of what it would look like to have lived back then in these magical times. Rosemary. Kitchen use. Seasoning for meats, soups, and stews. Medicinal uses. Freshens breath, improves concentration. Fuck that. No, it doesn't. Improves concentration? That's no. I should try it though. Anyway. And that's the museum, which we're not going in because it's not fucking open. There's also a park kind of next to this area that apparently was a family orchard or something. Yeah. Anyway, well, until I sit on the bench, I guess. So, that's about it. That's all the interesting stuff to see in this park. It's a really good beginner park, and it can be, I guess, an intermediate park, I found out. Really interesting place, really nice people. It's pretty secluded on most of the trails. You don't run into too many people. It's right near Ellicott. It's part of America's history. Yeah, definitely 8 out of 8. I would recommend coming. If you're ever in the area, hit me up and we'll have a hike. Me and my cameraman are just going to load up and then get the fuck out of here because we are so tired.